So this is the class size for task C, C2 to be is the subsection for this, and we're going to continue for part 2 for this thing as well. So I am in the HTML part of this. Let me just enlarge in this a little bit so you can see this a little better with it. I'm in the hello world. So I'm going to start out with the H1 tag for me in here. I'm going to tab in. There's nothing wrong with you don't tab in there with it. But HTML is not case sensitive, and I'm going to use the H1, which is the largest heading tag with it. I want to say this is hello world, ending a message like this, and you can say this is my first, or HTML. Well, it's not really your first because you did the FTP. I assume you did with another with it. But how about this is another HTML document with it, and underneath it you can also put in, just hit enter and it automatically indents it. We'll put a paragraph tag this time. So paragraph tag is a little different from H1. It's a smaller font with it, and I'm going to use this paragraph tag. I'm going to say is this is from task C. I think it's C2 or C2. Or one of the C subcomponent tasks for this, and we're going to actually we're using is the Visual Studio Code Visual Studio Code, and we're going to also use the GitHub desktop. And we're going to actually, we are going to post this to our account, our GitHub account. GitHub webpage. That's it. Okay. So something along this line is where I want to actually have you do this. Okay. So let me zoom back out so you can see the whole statement with it. All right. So it looks something like this. This is where we're at right now with it. So just a simple statement with this right now. Now, I share with you that if you want to see what this looks like on your local computer here, remember we downloaded the live server, right? So you can view this. All right. The first thing you need to notice is, if you notice this document has a little white dot in here, it means that it needs to be saved. So you can do File, Save, All, okay, and that goes away. Control S, that also saves it. And you right mouse click on this, right mouse click on that file, says hello world.html. You see where it says open with live server? Click on it. It says you want to allow it. So it's going to actually allow it to open this for you to see by default to your web server with it. Alright. So that's behind here. Hold on. So it looks like this. Well, hang on. I dragged it and I just misplaced it. Hold on. Okay, so it looks like this. All right. So if you notice here, this is looking at it from a live server. You can see my code. Let me put this side by side so you can see here. You see that? So this is our code that we just wrote on here as well. So the title, if you look at where it says title, hello world, this is this part right here. In the body, this is the body of the code. It has H1 to your closing H1. So hello world, this is another HTML document, right? Larger font, black by default. The paragraph gives a new line, puts in this is from task C2 using the Visual Studio GitHub desktop, and we're going to post this onto the web page with it. Okay. Now, again, one of the things that we have, this is your file structure here. You're going to actually take a mirror image of this to the whole thing up to the web server with it as well. Okay, are you with me? All right. So just to give you what this means up here, do you see this right here? This 127 0.0.0.1 is what's called a loopback that the live server does with it. Port 500 is the port that's actually 5500 is the port that's for testing with it. This is on my local computer here, not on the server. And then this file I'm looking at is a hello world or HTML under a subdirectory called class ex1. Okay, that's on my computer right now. Right, so this is in a web browser. That's how you read that. Okay, with it as well. We need to configure this to get this to the where? To the web server of the GitHub with it. So what I'm going to do, give me a second.